Jai Sriman Narayana. With the blessings of our parents, with the blessings of our gurus, Mangala Sasranams of our beloved Acharya, Sri 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 Sidandi, Srila Ramanuja Sriman Narayana, G.R. Swami Varu, ఈరోజు రథ సప్తమి ఆస్పీషియస్ డే. సో ఎంత బ్లెస్సింగ్ చేసుకుంటే మనకి పుణ్యం దొరుకుతుందో. దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ గాడ్స్ గిఫ్ట్ ఫర్ అస్. వీఆర్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ టు వెల్కమ్ శ్రీ 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 హిజ్ హోలీనెస్ శ్రీ 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 త్రిదండి చిరంజీవి స్వామి వారు. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
ఆపదామపహర్తారం దాతారం సర్వసంపదా లోకాభిరామం శ్రీరామం భూయో భూయో నమామ్యహం. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
రథసప్తమి శుభ సందర్భంగా అందరికీ అనేక మంగళ శాసనాలు చేస్తున్నాం. சூரியனுடைய பிறந்த நாள் என்று சொல்லி புகழக்கூடிய இந்த ஒரு சுப தினத்திலே உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பல मंगल आशासनங்கள் பண்ணுகிறோம். बंधुओं, आज हो भाग्य की बात है. इस दिन हम लोग यहाँ पर मिलना भगवान की कृपा है. कारण यह है कि आज भगवान सूर्य का अवतार दिन है. रथ सप्तमी बोलते हैं. आप सब जानते होंगे तिरुमला तिरुपति क्षेत्र में आज भगवान श्रीनिवास प्रातः काल से लेकर सायंकाल तक, यानी जब सूर्य का उदय होता है तब से रात तक हर एक वाहन के ऊपर वे विराजमान होकर वहां से एक परिक्रमा के द्वारा सबको दिव्य मंगल विग्रह का दर्शन करने की कृपा करते हैं. यानी साल में एक ही दिन है जब हम भगवान को हर एक वाहन पे दर्शन कर सकते हैं. वो आज है. तिरुपति बालाजी क्षेत्र में अब तक प्रायः 2-3 वाहन का दर्शन हुआ होगा. We are blessed to be here on this auspicious day. Of course, it is the credit goes to the BAPS Swaminarayan Mandir who made us to come here today. But you know, there will be a cause for every effect, for every good action. But it is so happened our Baimani family here now actually headed by Vinesh Bhai and Sriman Kiran Bhai and others is always becoming a host for all of us. As just now Kiran Bhai said, this is another ashram for all of us. We came here, of course, probably 5-6 years ago And by the time just we were visiting some place and came here, but now this place became a kshetram by the presence of the divine temple here. And today it so happens the very, very auspicious day for all of us. सूर्य भगवान का अवतार दिन है. अपना इतिहास कहता है कि सूर्य भगवान माघ मास में, इस मास का नाम है माघ मास बोलते हैं. माघ का तात्पर्य ही अघ यानी पाप. अघम बोलते हैं पाप को. और उसको माँ, मेरे पास आना नहीं चाहिए, दूर हो जा. As the sun rises, the darkness will be dispelled. No one need to do anything. It goes on its own. Similarly, all the papas, knowingly we won't commit papas anyway. But unknowingly there will be many, many papams we are committing every now and then. But we don't know where they are and how they will be. But for sure there are papas on us. And we don't want those papams also on us. But how to get rid of those papams? That we have to surrender to the Lord. But Lord appears in different forms. God doesn't appear directly as He is, because His very form is all-pervasive form. He says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat. The entire universe is pervaded by me. But can we see that? Asked Arjuna. And Lord said, Avyakta Murtina. That form is called Avyakta Murti. Vyakta is visible. Avyaktam is invisible. I am everywhere, but I am invisible to anybody. No one can see me in that form, no matter who they are. Maybe they are human beings. Maybe they are devatas. Why not even Brahma? No one can see me at all. Then Lord, how can we see you? When Arjuna asked this question, and Lord said, as you are seeing me right now. This is called my Vyakta Rupa, visible form of mine. I keep coming onto this earth now and then, basing upon the requirements of the day, and do something to fulfill the needs of the people. And now, for Arjuna, I came in the form of Krishna. And I came just for you. You know why? I chose you to be my mouthpiece. For what? To speak the eternal messages I wanted to deliver to this world. And his message was Bhagavad Gita. We all know well the celestial song of Lord Krishna is Bhagavad Gita. I wanted to deliver this, but no one is ready to receive it from me. I tried from my childhood. I showed my universal form also, right? I saw this to my mother. I saw this to many people. I showed this to Gopikas also. I showed this to several people during several times. But nobody was ready to receive anything from me. It is so painful to me. But still, I was not desperate. I was pretty much hopeful. I thought somebody will be available to me to receive the message from me. And finally, I got you to receive this message. आपने सुना होगा ना भगवत गीता में भगवान ने बहुत कुछ बोल दिया, सुना तो एक ही है। कौन है वो?
अर्जुन।
Arjun. Arjun listened the whole message from him. The very purpose of Krishna avatar is to give that message. And in that message he said, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati. Whenever there is a kind of depletion of the dharma, dharmic practices, I come down to this earth. But remember, Arjun, usually people think God means, something who is in a very huge form, having big eyes, big nails, and so much. No. Don't think that is God. You understand? And I can appear in every form. And the very first thing, I appear in the form of sun. यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासयते अखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम्. Whatever the light you see in this world, that's me. Whatever the forms that you see, they are I. I'm in the plants. I'm in the animals. I'm in everything. I appear in many, many forms, my Arjun. But the first form I appear is sun, the one who gives life to everyone. And my name is also Surya. You know what does it mean by Surya? Sushtu, Irayati, who nourishes well everything, no matter what they are. Can you imagine if there will be any kind of activeness when there is no sun appears? That won't happen here in this part of the world, right? You can always see the sun. But sometimes imagine if there is a rainy season and the sky is covered by the clouds. You may not be able to see the sun. Think for about 6 days or 7 days, sun is not visible. Then can you expect what happens? The whole life becomes lazy. A kind of numbness, inactiveness that pervades everywhere. And after 7 or 8 days, again when sun shines in some part of the sky, then a kind of activeness, that spreads all over the life. Sun, because of him, we are able to survive. Not only we, but the entire life that survives in this world. Without sun, nothing is there. The system of the planets, the movements of the winds, the flow of the waters, everything is just because of sun. Man is not living on the moon, though there are so many real estate owners on the moon. But no life is there on the moon. You know why? Because there is no water. There is no man on the Mangala. Why? Because no water. There is no life on the Shukra Graha, on the Mars, Jupiter. Many planets are there, but there is no life. Only life exists on this planet, Earth. You know why? Because potable water is available here in this planet. But how do you get that water? Because of sun. There is water in the oceans. You have oceans all around you. But can you taste a drop of water from the ocean right away? It is difficult. Though there is water in some planets, but no life because that is not potable. Water becomes potable because of sun. If sun is okay, everything will be okay. He is the one absorbs the water. He is the one forms the clouds. He is the one moves the planets, thus creates the wind, and thus moves those clouds unto the places wherever it is needed. And then he is the one responsible for rains. And because of the rains, you are able to get the water. Maybe in the lakes, in the form of rivers, in the form of tanks, in the form of perennial sources under the ground. Whatever the water source that you talk about, it is just because of the rain that you are able to get, because of the clouds that are formed by the sun. And without sun, everything is, the show is closed. The end. That is the sun. But the sun is always, not enjoyable. If it is May or June, it's very, very severe blows of, the sun rays. Very difficult heat waves will be there always. So sun thought, let me give my light in a different form by a kind of reflections. And then he chose the earth and then the moon. The rays come and from here they go to the moon. Thus you see the beautiful, delightful, enjoyable light of the same sun. But here it is enjoyable. And with the sun directly it comes, it's not enjoyable. As God chooses someone for us to teach about himself, whom we call as a guru. God can say so many things, but you understand, whatever he says is not really liked by us. What should he say? Hey, come on, worship me. I am the great. I am the all-giver. I am the owner of everything. I am the greatest person in the world. And then somebody comes to us and says, oh, he is so great. He is so nice. And he is so generous. And so on and so forth, then you like it. But if the same guy comes and says, I am like this, I am like that, I am this and that, banging so own drum very well. क्या देखते हो क्या हो? अरे यार चले जाओ यार यहाँ से, क्या बकवास बंद कर बोल देते. We don't like if somebody makes a self-appraisal. It's not really good. But that's what exactly happened, when I taught Bhagavad Gita. Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mamai vedhyasi. And he always says, me, I. That is the reason, in spite of his big message, nothing entered the ears of Arjuna. Everything just went above the head. That's all. So he chose again later Bhishmacharya. You all chanted just now Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram. This is what again he wanted as the message, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. And then he made Bhishmacharya as a cloud. And then said, teach it to them. समझा दो इन लोगों को. मैंने बताया, बहुत कुछ बता दिया, लेकिन क्या करो, मेरी गीता ऐसा है. क्या था वो? भगवद गीता है ना. मेरी रेखा ऐसा है, मैं क्या करूं. एक जिंदगी में खोजते हुए एक मिला था, वो अर्जुन सुनने के लिए तैयार था. लेकिन वो सुनने से पहले अच्छा बोलता था, सुनने के बाद खराब हो गया. तेलुगु में बोलते हैं ना, చదవక ముందు కాకరకాయ చదివాక की करकाई. ऐसा बन गया. पढ़ने से पहले, भगवत गीता सुनने से पहले बोलता था, शिष्यस्ते हम साधिमाम त्वाम प्रपन्नम, मैं तुमको शरणागति कर रहा हूँ, हे भगवान कन्हैया मेरी रक्षा करो और मुझे कुछ शिक्षा दो, ऐसा बोलता था सुनने से पहले। सारी भगवत गीता उन्होंने सुन लिया और जब युद्ध भी हो गया, ये तो विजय भी पा लिया और बाद में रथ में आकर ऐसा बैठा। अरे भगवान बोलते, अरे बेटा आ गया हमारे डेरा को, दिखो उठो उठो उतरो, हाँ? हमारे घर तो पहुंच गए ना, तो उतरो तो रथ से। या कृष्णा जानते नहीं, मैं तो अभी विजय भी पा लिया हूँ, हाँ? और आप तो सारथी है कि सारथी का काम क्या होता है, पहले आप उतरना है और हमको हाथ दिखाना है, हमारे हाथ को पकड़कर उतारना है। अरे तो ड्राइवर का ड्यूटी होता है क्या कन्हैया, मैं विजय पाने के बाद कम से कम इतना तो करना है। आप समझ सकते हैं कन्हैया का चेहरा कैसा हुआ होगा। इतना भगवत गीता सुनाकर और इतना विश्व रूप को भी दिखाकर सब कुछ होने के बाद जब ये ऐसा बोलता है कि मैं तो रथिक हूँ, आप तो सारथी है, आप पहले उतर कर दरवाजा खोलना है। आपने देखा होगा ना, जब सरकार आते हैं, जब राजा आता है गाड़ी से, कार में, वो स्वयं दरवाजा खोलकर उतरता है थोड़ी, वो तो मर्यादा नहीं होती है। पहले जो आगे का डोर खुलता है और ड्राइवर उतरता है, ड्राइवर या कोई प्रोटोकॉल ऑफिसर जो भी होता है, वो आके दरवाजा खोलते दिखाता है, महाराज उतरो, तब उतरना पड़ता है। अरे मैं तो ऐसा बन गया हूँ आज, स्वयं प्रकटित राजा है, सेल्फ डिक्लेयर्ड राजा। तो कन्हैया का चेहरा तो बदल गया। अरे व्हाट ए काइंड ऑफ फूल यू आर, I taught you all the Bhagavad Gita. I was responsible for every victory of yours. मैंने सब कुछ किया तुमको, तो ऐसा बोलता है तू सारथी है, पहले उतरो। अरे ये क्या अच्छा है। तो कन्हैया जी तो नाराज हो गए और अर्जुन का गला पकड़कर राधे से बाहर ढकल दिए। अर्जुन तो परेशान हो गया। जब अर्जुन को बाहर फेंक कर आप भी स्वयं जब रथ से बाहर निकला था, तुरंत रथ भस्म हो गया। Now it was the time for Arjuna. He was shocked. No idea, no clue why the whole thing happened like this. The first thing, he was pushed out of the chariot. Then the chariot was burned to ashes. Then Krishna explains to him, hey Arjun, you think that you won the war? You think it is your greatness? It is because I am there on the chariot is intact. Otherwise the arrows shooted by Bhishma, Drona, Ashwathama, Karna, do you think they are ordinary arrows? You would have been burned to ashes then and there itself if I was not there on the chariot. Anyway, what to do? मेरी रेखा तो ऐसे ही बदल गई। मैं इतना बताया तुमको भी, तुम्हारे दिमाग में एक अक्षर भी नहीं छेड़ा। तो ठीक है, क्या करूं, चलो अंदर जाएंगे। बाद में फिर भगवान भगवत गीता को कंसाइज करके एब्रिज्ड एडिशन बोलना पड़ा। आपको पता है, भगवत गीता के एब्रिज्ड एडिशन फिर बोलना पड़ा अर्जुन को, क्योंकि वो तो पूरा भूल ही गया। गुरु जी का उपदेश भूलने से कितना दोष आता है। वो अर्जुन को नहीं लगना चाहिए कहकर फिर भी बताना पड़ा भगवान को। तो ठीक है, लेकिन बंधुओं, भगवान बताते हैं मैं समय समय पे आते रहूंगा, लेकिन सदा इस संसार में रहूंगा। आई एम हियर ऑलवेज एज द इनड्वेलर ऑफ सन। सूर्य भगवान बोलते हैं उनको देखकर। हम उनको एक प्लैनेट नहीं बोलते हैं, हम उनको भगवान बोलते हैं। हम चंद्रमा को भगवान बोलते हैं। यद्यपि एक प्लैनेट जैसा दिखता है, फिर भी हम उसके अंदर से हमारी रक्षा करने वाले जो भगवान हैं उनकी आराधना करते हैं। Because it is the sun always supports his life, the entire universe, and he never keeps any kind of partiality on anybody, no matter to what religion you belong, to what caste you belong, to what race and other things that you practice. I don't mind, but you are a beloved child of mine. I want to take care of you. I give you the life. I nourish the life. So my name became Surya. Sushtu Irayati, nurtures well. उसीलिए उनका नाम सूर्या बन गया। बंधुओं, जब सारी संसार की सृष्टि होती थी, it was the sun who was created first, and God entered that Surya, and through him he created the entire system of this universe, like galaxies and stuff. And Surya is the direct form of God that is taking care of his life on this planet Earth. Of course, for us the visible form of God is Mother. Undoubtedly, it is Mother who gave us the form, and it is the Father who is responsible for that. And Guru gives us the knowledge. But for Father, for Mother, for Guru, and for every creature, for every fauna and flora, it is the Sun who is the supporter, who nurtures, and who takes care of our well-being. So इसलिए बोलते हैं सन ही प्रत्यक्ष भगवान है। वो तो प्रत्यक्ष है। And my बंधुओं, as per our scriptures, this day, the Magha Saptami, Magha Shukla Saptami is today, the rising moon. So it is called the waxing moon, Shukla Paksha. And today is the 7th day. And when God created this entire universe, and he made the sun as the supporter of this life, and he instructed the sun to start his movement. When he starts his movement, then the whole universe starts moving. Entire life starts moving. And that moment, the first movement of sun started on this day, the Magha Shukla Paksha Saptami day, and that is today. And it is Agha Ma, eliminates our sins, gives us tremendous amount of energy also. It was experienced by Lord Sri Rama. You all know the story of Rama, right? Yes. How many of you? Hopefully, I think everybody knows the story of Rama. Rama was in Lanka to fight with Ravana. And the fighting was going on for more than a month. But he was not able to kill Ravana, in spite of all his powers, in spite of using all the weapons. but he was not able to kill him. And he was almost tired on the day. You know why? Because Ravana was having so many heads. He removed his heads almost 100 times. And again they were growing. Again they were growing. And what to do? Aya Kalpana Bhaiji, Swagatam. And he was really got, vexed. Hey, what is this? He's like a big virus. You know what is the difference between virus and bacteria? What is that?
Virus.
Bacteria will die.
Viral will not die.
Virus will not die. It goes to dormant stage. And again it raises its head sometime. Ravana looks like a big virus. It's not COVID virus, it is Ravana virus. And how to address it? He had no clue. But when he shooted an arrow, then he fell unconscious in the chariot, Ravana. Then the driver took the chariot away from the warfare. It was then Ravana was deeply, depressed what not to know or not knowing what to do. It was then by the request of Devatas, a great sage who was pretty shocked came there, and by name Agastya. Very powerful sage who is able to just drink the whole ocean in one hand. Such a kind of great sage was he. Agastya came there and said, "Hey Ram, why are you depressed? Be active. Come on, stand. I will teach you one beautiful mantra by which you can definitely address this issue and you can eliminate this kind of virus like Ravana from the face of this earth. Come on, wash your feet, do Achaman, and come on, start chanting." Thus, he preached a beautiful long mantra called Aditya Hridayam. So nice. By listening to that Aditya Hridayam, and Rama became active, energetic. And of course, meanwhile Ravana also returned to the war, and Rama fought with him, and of course finished on that day. The preaching of Agastya, named because it is in praise of the sun god, so it is called Aditya Hridayam, and it is in 107th Sarga of Yuddha Kanda in Ramayana. Ramayana has 7 kandas, and the 6th kanda is called Yuddha Kanda, and in that the 107th Sarga is Aditya Hridayam, which is a very powerful mantra by itself. But of course it's spread in approximately 33 slokas or so, but it is worth enough for all of us to understand and then chant it for good health. Who is not bothered about one's own health? Is there anybody? I don't care my health. Can anybody say that? We won't. We won't say that. Even the ruler of this country or anybody, everybody needs good health. Everybody wants the health must be always preserved. It is this prayer called Aditya Hridayam. And if we chant it, it gives us good energy. Of course, on any day it is fine, but on this day, the birthday of sun, can you imagine how many years before sun was born? Do you have any idea? 1.953 million years ago. Understand? Sun first was created. You need to understand, sun also will be created now and then. And this sun completed his half of the journey so far. Another half of the journey is there for him. Then this sun will be faded away. New sun will be appearing, occupying that place to take care of this universe as per our scriptures. And of course, science also trying to understand that to a little extent, but let us keep the science away. But what our scripture says, that is what we need to understand. So, my beloved Bandhu, today is the first day of the sun's appearance. In that lineage of the sun, we know the Ikshvaku has come. In the dynasty of Ikshvaku, Rama has come. And Rama again got this Upadesha from Agastya. And if we chant that Upadesha on this day of the birth, day of our son, our son will be more happy, isn't it? Your son is happy, we will be enjoying good health. And we will be able to share that good fruits of our life to people around. That is the ultimate purpose of any human being, isn't it?
Yes.
Sharing good things with others is the real purpose of the life. Not just leading the life and enjoying something and earning something and spending something and one day kick the bucket and that is over. That need not be the purpose of the life. That happens to every creature. But for us, the human beings, the very purpose is sharing in the life good things. And we need to earn good things. And the best of all good things is our health. Our own health. How many of you are interested in your own health, please? Show. How many of you want that your health must be always good? कितने लोग चाहते हैं मेरी हेल्थ भी ठीक होना है? सब कुछ चाहते हैं. Then chant this. Chant this Aditya Hridaya. And that on the birthday, if you chant his divine names, he feels happy, isn't it? You can always wish a person a day before also his birthday. But it gives a little joy. You can also wish on the next day a belated wishes. That also is not bad, but doesn't give that kind of happiness. But if you make it a point to wish that person on the same day when he was born, I think he feels really, really happy, isn't it? So also we should all pray to God's Son today. He feels very happy on this auspicious day. And if you see in India, they all create a nice fireplace in front of the house. First they clean the ground with the cow dung, and then they draw some kind of rangoli, and then they create a fireplace with the cow dung cakes, and then they bring a new pot, clay pot, and in that new clay pot they collect new grow rice, because this is a season for getting rice crop, right? So the harvest. So they get the new rice, and then they get the new jaggery. You know the jaggery, which comes from the sugar cane. They bring that new jaggery, and then they draw the milk, they boil the milk, and then they make it yogurt, and then they churn it, and they create a ghee, not the cream ghee, the real ghee. And then adding that ghee to that rice and milk, they prepare a nice spice. Understand? That sweet dish they prepare in the rays of sun. As the sun rays fall on that, that's how they prepare it. And then they dedicate it to sun god. And then they chant this prayer and then distribute the prasadam to all. This is a kind of worship to the nature. No religion is needed for that. Whatever the way you need to pray or you like to pray, pray. But get the grace of sun and get the energy from him. Make best use of this human body in sharing the things that are good to everybody around you is the purpose. We are blessed today to be here in Sriman Baimanji's house, and the day gave us a very nice, the chant to chant his divine name. Should we all chant the Aditya Hridayam today then?
Yes.
Okay? So how do you chant it? We say and you repeat, or all together we chant?
Repeat.
We repeat.
Very comfortable. So we can simply just